Yep, ready.
Alright, welcome back everybody. Friday night Winston Cup racing action here at FSB. And as always, my partner in crime, Bill Minter Jr. joins us in the booth. I'm your host, Sean Reed. How you doing,
What's
LT?
up? Watkins,
Oh my
Glen.
goodness, what just happened to Biscona on pit road? We've already got low-flying cars here. So yeah, we're doing something a little different this week. We're going to turn left and right with these retro 1988 Winston Cup cars. Your style of racing, Milty.
It's road racing at its best, and definitely going to see the studs of road racing rise to the top of this cream for sure.
Absolutely, and you look right there on your pole, more than half a second faster than anybody else. Isaac Johnson. There's just no touching him tonight, unless there's an equipment failure, or runs off the course or something. It's all just going to be you're trying to catch up and keep up with Isaac Johnson. He's so fast at these road courses. I ran with one Tuesday night. I don't know, I saw him for like 10 laps and he was gone. So Rick Bisconer puts up a good lap there for second spot. Only other driver in the 16-second bracket there. Pops Margison. Strong qualifying effort there in third, and Dan Jones, 007 outside. You know, I can always count on that being the first hit on the multi counter. You just can't resist the Bond theme, guys.
Well, a dude can roll.
He sure can. So look for Dan Jones to try and join that fight for second, or even maybe capitalize on one of Isaac's mistakes and maybe be your dark horse winner there. Ed Finley, look at that. Not always strong on the road courses, but a good effort for the 80 car. Putting at P5 with Jeff Havoc on the outside as well. Excellent qualifying effort there. Diamond Dave Simons usually runs a little better on the road courses. Starts at 7th in the 02 car. John Doucette, we got his car. We're gonna see him this week. No more defaults. Got the matter fixed. And get off my case now. Yeah, but we got our second Canadian field starting 8th. Ryan Johnson, your series admin at 59 car 9th. Ken Hansen, and not a big fan of road courses. He's happy to come into the night, the points position he's in, and you know he's going to be in survivor mode. Bob Dixon, Rick Castle, Bill Farmer, Evan Castle, Keith Cordier, still trying to fix his name in the system, so he's going to be .K tonight. That period there in front of his name. It might just be a new nickname. It might have to stick. .K.
Yeah, yo, .K in the house.
Exactly, it's like a DJ name. I just realized my broadcast microphone is like 5 feet away from me right now, so apologies to everyone not Milty listening to me right now or trying to.
Well, you sound good from here.
Well, that's because you're hearing me through TeamSpeak. See, I've got, if you look at me on the screen there, you got the microphone on the headset.
Yeah, watch it on the big screen.
Yeah, that's
clear
where,
as day.
That's where you're seeing me, but this one right here, that's the broadcast mic. Evan, let's see, we did Keith Cordier, Francis Dittman, Andre Reynaers making another Friday night start here from South Africa.
Louder.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go.
From South Africa, starting in the 0 car. He's got your number.
Yeah, he's got my name. He's got my number.
Will Farmer with the McQueen 95, and then Chet Barkin and Brad Otto will be your provisional starters. Indeed. So yeah, Watkins Glen, we run the modern version, even though this is 1988 cars.
Well, you know, I watched my dad race here many a time, and that's the one time and that's the 59 Ryan Johnson killing himself.
Ryan Johnson.
Good fun.
Yeah, Dog checking in says volume went up. Here's your good in Illinois. Yeah, well, that's the thing, Dog. When this is over here, it still picks me up. but not as good as here.
Well, you know, my dad ran there many times. That's the one time I got to meet Mario Andretti.
Oh, nice.
You know, back in the day, they would practice like 2 cars for 2 different races on a Wednesday. You know, crazy.
Yeah, there is Isaac Johnson, our presumptive favorite there, taking some final practice laps here.
Well, he's got the speed. He's got the experience. He's got to be feeling right now there is no pressure.
Ooh, hard left side hit for Zero Car there. He'll be going to a backup. Chet Barkins just parked in the last corner there. Not sure what's going on there. You see Brad Otto practicing pit stops. You know, see, one of the challenges of this this pit lane, besides being different that we pit to the right instead of the left, is that it is very long and downhill. 55 mile per hour speed limit.
55.
Very easy to let gravity pull you downhill and accidentally go over. Well, anybody else still on track? Just Isaac. I don't know, I think you guys want to get more practice in than that if you want to try and catch up with this kid. You see, he will make a vote. Must be taking the grid now.
Drivers, to your cars.
Well, this is when your sticker starts to pecker right here. Time to get busy. All the, you know, slap and tickle is all the fun, good stuff. Now it's time to race. 36 laps for this bad boy. At least that's what I'm seeing on my eye.
Yeah, 36 laps, no cautions. Cautions
12
are
laps
off.
are your window for pit stops.
Yeah, I think you'll find most people will split this in half. They'll come in at lap 18 there.
Drivers, start your engines!
We'll have the short pace lap as the FSB pace car rolls off. Again, this being a counterclockwise road course, your pole setter Isaac Johnson will be to the right instead of the left.
Hey, I pressed the wrong button, booted myself out. Attaboy.
Oh.
Don't press drive when you're not driving.
Pace car is off.
Well, you know, 12 laps. You have to be careful on the tires here, big time. Block them up. You're not going to make those 12 laps, and we have green. Let's go.
And here we go.
Down to turn 1. This is where things get exciting.
See, Isaac Johnson immediately... Oh! Man, I thought he was going to go off and make it interesting for everybody.
Going through the S's, down to the back chute. Turn 3 and 4. Going into turn 5 here and the bus stop.
Now, if you watch Isaac, I saw it Tuesday night, I saw it in practice as well. He is really aggressive through that bus stop.
Crushes that. Through turn 5 and 6.
And ladies and gentlemen, he gone. He is just already checking out on the field, and we're not even done with the lap. See, Rick Bisconner has not had an easy start here.
Still,
Ed Finley moves up to second.
Sorry, when you look at these guys behind, let them go out there and tear it up. These are 3,500-pound stock cars. you can hold the mail, but you got to make that. The pit road is excruciatingly slow. Got to make 12 laps here. Looks like he's got a plan, though, and he's not afraid to hang it out. And there's just nobody behind him there. Finley in second. Great run and great start for Ed Finley. Come on, Bandit, run. Going to get that Coors down to Florida.
Yeah, Ed Finley is eastbound and down in that 80 car. Look at that.
Eastbound and down. Oh, we got a pass for third place there. Oh, and he goes off into the dirt.
Woo!
Biscotter, oh, he saves it, but definitely do some gardening there, and 3-4 cars pass by.
Yeah, he's losing a lot of
Hammock
spots.
in 5th place. What a great run for Jeff Hammock, U.S. Army.
Yeah, Rick did the right thing, though. He didn't try and, scrap and claw to hold on to any of those spots. He just kept control of the car. Got it going again. He's back on the track. I just got to find his rhythm and pick up the spots that he can for the rest of the night.
Pops Morgan was saying he was junk, and but we know the champion and professional road racer not looking too junk right now as he crosses the start-finish line in 3rd place. But he gets sideways there. He's got pressure from Dave Simons all over him. And Dave Simons, what the heck's going on? Okay, here we go. That's all me. Going through the S's. Can't pass there. You want to get a good run and come down to the long back straight here. You know, my dad raced here back when there wasn't a bus stop. And that when you look at Ed Finley right there going through that corner, it's definitely that's where the great Francois Savard was killed and broke
JD
my dad's
McDuffie
heart.
as well. Yeah, JD McDuffie's accident in that turn, what's now the carousel. That's what prompted them to finally put in that bus stop. Pops is hanging it out sideways there.
Isaac Johnson is not fooling around. He is using that thing up. $17.027 out the gate. That's world class. That could beat that could whip my butt and compete with the great Kevin Lewis and Damon Gottstella, some of the great road racers of the long history of FSB. That's no joke speed right there, folks. Finley doing what he needs to do and save those tires. And then we got a great battle here with Pops and Simons going back and forth. The two veterans here going at it, ducking and driving. No pressure. The old man there is not going to be phased, and he's got his game face on right now. Sideways, Ryan Johnson in 5th now. Definitely using up that rear end. Son first, father 5th. Great run for Jeff Havoc in 6th. We're seeing that Jeff is no joke in the road racing here. And he's liking what he's seeing here. Way out to the outside there.
Yeah, he was telling me he was practicing a lot.
You can see that sideways, and he's putting pressure on the 59. Sideways for Bob Dixon, too, but Bob running real smooth. Don Doucette in 8th, and Ken Hansen, who hates road courses, is running pretty well in 9th. Evan Castle in 10th. Oh, great battle there. Contact with Rick Castle and Will Farmer, or close contact in turn 1, and Will can't get that pass done.
Bill Farmer's around in turn 1.
Dittman, Keith Cordier in 14th. Brett Otto, Jeff Barkin, and Biscon are all the way to the back after qualifying great. Got a long race here, 36 laps on the road course right here. It's not going to take as long as our oval races, but in the cockpit, it's long.
And we'll see what happened here. Just a little contact in turn one. That's all it
the new
takes.
guy, 19th down pit road and exiting. Sorry. Andre from South Africa leaving pit road. Something happened to the 0 car there. My old number. Right now they're in the sweet spot. Ryan Johnson last lap 119.146. That's his best lap. But tire dag's going to start to happen. No cautions here, so this is going to go quick. Action from start to finish. So, Dog's got the catheter there, so if he's got to go, I might have to get up and go to the bathroom, but God bless you, Dog. Dog's got computer issues, otherwise he'd be out here tonight. But he's in the chat and getting it on here.
Yeah, Dog saying in the chat that the only thing that's going to beat Isaac tonight is an F-22 Raptor, and I have to agree with that. Kid's fast.
Field spreading out now. Pit stops are going to be the defining moment, if not the guardrail. Oh, sideways, Will Farmer, Kachinga. I mean, that was, man, what? Whoa, he was Tony Stewart there, and he's probably going to have to Tony Stewart to the. If you NASCAR fans remember when he won this race a while back, he went doo-doo in the cockpit. So
yeah, he was not feeling well. In fact, they had a standby driver waiting for him.
That could be Will Farmer right there.
Yeah, Tony was suffering from a stomach flu. They had a relief driver, but he's about halfway through that race. He's like, "Yeah, I can't ask anybody else to get into this seat."
Already too late. Still, a great battle there, and Rick Castle fighting up, and he's going up against Evan here, and the Castles, different spelling, of course, are about to get it on here. This is a great battle for the top 10 here. 119.447. They're all running their tails off and their best laps that they can run. And this is pro racing. These guys are not running chump speeds here. It's just Isaac Johnson is, he's in that elite. And here we go. Castle versus Castle. Not going to make it. Good job of realizing and backing off, setting up the corner.
Meanwhile, Tower Jeff Habak gives up 2 spots there to Bob Dixon and Ken Hansen cleanly through turn 1.
Solid pace with road racing. That's going to be me tomorrow at Le Mans. I am way too slow. I have no practice. My thing's going to be keeping the car clean and handing it off to the faster guys, and that's the way it's going to be.
Oh, Ed Finley way wide off the last left-hander. Almost goes into the gravel trap. That's going to give up 2 spots to Pops and Diamond Dave Simons there.
Well, Ken Hansen talks about, hate road racing, and he's all over the back of the 43, Bob Dixon. Both these guys really skillful racing right there. This is a battle for P7. And, Ken, we got smoke, hard break. This is what happens as tires start to wear. You get close to the 12-lap zone, and you start eating those tires up. If you don't make it, you got to make an extra pit stop, or you get into the guardrail and blow a tire. But Henson, with back in the day, the NASCAR 2003 Grand Prix Legends, actually did a lot of road racing, so he's no rookie. Dixon using up those curves, and Hansen really using it up. About 4 feet, and we got cars in the dirt there. Havoc, no harm, no foul. Use that stuff up. That's AKA my dad back in the day.
Yeah, it's okay. You don't
Grass
get
and
rocks stuck
dirt?
in your
What?
brake rotors or anything when you do that in this game.
Andre Rennerse from South Africa in the zero car making laps. Welcome to FSB, bud, and welcome to pro racing, but he is definitely getting out there and fighting.
Yeah, I backed it up and I figured out what happened with him. Oh, it was a 25 car around and into the gravel. Yeah, the Keith Cordier there in the Tim Richmond colors goes for a little ride. But I looked up what happened to Andrew Rainiers there, and he just spun off the last corner and ended up on pit road. So he had to just follow through and make the pit stop. That's what's gotten him a lap down.
Yeah, I'm junk. Well, he's junked P2, and he's still keeping definitely Ed Finley. He got by Ed Finley, and what a great run for Ed. Seems like every time I talk about it, anybody, you know, I'm the kiss of death. I'm so all-powerful Oz here, but great run by Ed here and putting the pressure on, and Simon's kind of fell back from that battle a little bit.
Hopefully Ed pays no mind to that man behind the curtain.
Long way to go. You know, our stock car races, our 1.5 oval races are like so long, you think, but this is an eternity in road racing. Oh boy, good job by Andre to let the 59 by, and he's got more traffic coming up on him. Hansen by, gets down low and lets everybody by. Great job for the new guy, for sure. He's obviously got skills. This is, and he'll definitely, you know, improve over time here. South Africa, that's a long way from Fresno, where I live. I don't know where our servers are. I don't know, Texas, somewhere there, but
No, they're in California.
California, yeah. Where men are men and sheep are afraid, but ding!
Dog's saying I should have rung you up for Kachinga.
You have, yeah, every time
So there
I
we
say
go.
that.
Not every time. Man,
Lap 11 for the leader, you got to pit stops. You could take a great Kevin Lewis ploy was always pitting a lap early on his first run, and then making an extra lap in second run or the third run, and but no takers for this group I'm watching right now, the P5 group. Nobody on pit road. So 12th lap, got to think Isaac Johnson. Well, we don't know what his tires are doing right now, so with this power brings responsibility. What movie was that?
Okay, Spider-Man. Over and over and over again.
So he can pit now and be in a nice two-stop window, or he could just take it a little farther. But he's sideways, but he is just on a rail right here.
Noticing Dan Jones is up in the booth with us. Dan, what happened, man?
What happened to Dan?
I got called to work, man.
Oh no.
Yeah. Friday
Called
night.
to work? So you have to leave or what?
No, I'm working right now. Computer. DocuSign.
Oh.
Love it.
Oh, okay, that's DocuSign's how I sign my time cards every week, so I got you.
I got multiple offers on a property today. Something I couldn't sell last year, and I'm selling this year with 2 competing offers. So, race is looking good, though. I was looking forward to it.
Well, you know, I mean, life comes first, and play comes second. Sim racing, and you got to make money so you can have that internet on and all that good stuff.
Absolutely, yeah. Dan's a high-end real estate guy out there in Canada.
Thanks, Sean.
I've seen the houses you list. I know what your demographic is. And meanwhile, Ken Hansen gets around our series admin Ryan Johnson, takes that spot away. That should be for 5th place.
Watching the leader here, looking on the scanner. Isaac Johnson, your leader, is pitting, and cars will follow. You can throw this thing all the way. This is not like, first of all, you're pitting different. You can speed here. It's so easy to make a mistake here.
Yeah, with that big hump, you can't see over it right now. You see we're on board with Isaac Johnson on the right side.
Down pit road, your dominant leader, multiple champion, still a young fella in college as an engineer, gonna be an engineer, down pit road in his stall. Nice and easy. Well, that's a great place to be. Been a few times when you're in the lead like that. It's just move.
I'm just realizing now, because I've never had the pole at this place, that's a really bad place for the pace car to be parked. Good thing it's not solid anymore. You see Isaac just drives straight through it. Looks like Dave Simons... Did he manage to pick up the lead staying out? Let's see if it updates on us here. No, Isaac did that without even surrendering the lead.
That's how big of a lead he had. That's a Kevin Lewis lead. We got Ryan Johnson going down low on the 9. Can't make the pass. That's pressure. That's professional road racing right there. Taking a look, showing him you're there, putting the pressure on. These guys are going to have to box here pretty soon. Fuel probably is not an issue.
Now
tires.
On Tuesday night, I think we were
Bob Dixon locks them up going into the pits.
On Tuesday night, I think we ran 20 laps. But we were just short of being able to make it the full distance.
Bob Dixon,
I think we were 2 laps short.
Car down pit road, 55 miles an hour. STP, the racer's edge.
Now, as I was saying, on Tuesday night, we were just 2 laps shy of being able to run the whole thing, the whole race. So I'm wondering, with this being twice as long of a race, if someone's going to try and make the one-stop strategy, can anybody stay out till lap 18?
Well, we should probably try to map a pit delta and see what that is compared to how much time it would you would save by staying out. In my experience at this track, or at Watkins Glen, I don't know about this particular tire wear, but it gets really ugly the farther you go. Bob Dixon safely out of pit road.
Well, you see, Ken Hansen, I believe, has not been to pit road yet.
Brad Otto.
And he's 6 seconds back.
United States Marine Corps.
He forgot the 4.
4. He's out of pit road.
That was a 2-for-1 Miltism, folks.
Buster's off the hot dog, for sure. Hot dog.
So yeah, as I was starting to say... Yeah, Ryan Johnson pits. As I was starting to say, Ken Hansen, I believe, has not pitted yet. And he's still 8 seconds back of Isaac Johnson. So, I don't know. It might be good enough to steal him a podium, but I don't know if it's going to steal him the win. But the way Ken talks about road courses, I think he'd consider that a win.
We got a battle on the track. It's the 124 of Rick Castle and the 95 of Will Farmer going at it for P5. Kachinga. Will's way too young to even think about Crown Royal, or his dad will slap him. And but he's going for the pass here. Oh,
smokes the tires.
Hard to get. That's a great place to pass. It's one of the great places. But that lockup will definitely affect those tires. And they
And they're
both go
both
down
in.
pit road.
So both
They
of them
went-
were trying
they went
the
16.
one-stop strategy.
But they're going to have to go. They'll be lap 17.
Well,
so
they're gonna
they'll
trick.
have to go
They're gonna
19 to finish.
Yeah, they're gonna tick 18 right now as they cross the
No,
line just there.
17.
Oh, that's right, because Isaac is
So
one trigger in the lap.
You're going to have to go 19.
Yeah, this is lap 17.
I think it could be done, and we got more takers. These guys are. This is a great road race. Francis Tittman, right in the mix of this stuff. He's put a lot of work into. You know, we know what he's done. He's the Indy 500, FSB Indy 500 champion. Jim Ray and I are both slapping ourselves right now. Well, you never get over losing.
We'll just get out there and run Indy.
Coming out. Will Farmer and Rick Castle just nailed those pit stops, came out heel to toe right here, and Will is all over it, the back of him. This is a race here. Get some. Oh boy,
Ooh,
Castle
using those curbs.
Getting some curb there, and he gets about a car length gap, using that thing up right there. That. In the history of NASCAR 2003 tracks, that hasn't been the fastest way around. But with this W2K, whatever that 2010 K track, definitely you're seeing the fast guys are using that curb up.
Yeah, I mean, if you're really brave, you can almost.
This is good stuff here.
If you're feeling really brave, you can almost take the bus stop straight, barely turning at all, just clipping those curbs and letting it rock you back and forth.
This is for P8. These guys are duking it out. Smoke going through turn 2 and 3 there. Don't know what happened. And tire marks. Another battle for position. Ryan Johnson and Bob Dixon going for P6. Bob all over the tail of Ryan Johnson. We got good battles all over the track. Ken Hansen in P2 up ahead. So there's some recycling here. When this lap is over, I'm a little confused, which is not the first time.
Has Ken Hansen hit pit road yet? I don't
Dave
think he
Simons
has.
just crossing start-finish line. Simons has pitted, correct? Just exiting pit road is Bill Farmer.
Oh, my mistake. Yeah, Ken Hansen has pitted already.
Pop still in P2. Scotch Blue Ford, which I can't see. I don't know why, but that's what he always
He changed
drives,
the file name, but yeah, it's the same thing. So I just copied the old car over to the new file name.
Jeff Parkin's still trolling along in the SDP 68. What the heck is that? Pontiac.
That's not just any Pontiac. That car, if I can get to it here, that is the Richard Petty 200th win Pontiac.
Absolutely.
I know, because I did that one up for him.
Chet really wants to get a finish here, and he's battling and getting some.
Oh no, problems for Ed Finley. Popping up in the YouTube chat there with a big AG! Let me guess,
No.
Network issues.
Gosh darn it, we didn't even see that, but blown engine. Ed
Blew up.
solidly in P2 for a good portion of this race.
No, I saw some black smoke through the S's. I couldn't find the source of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And now I know who it was. It was Ed. Oh, tough break, man. You were having a heck of a run.
As they say in Germany, Geyser. I actually had a German guy tell me how to spell it, but I forgot
Scheiser?
already. I don't think
That's Scheisse.
Yeah, I think it's 2 E's. Yeah. Scheisse. Oh boy! And the leader gets in the back of the 101.
No harm, no foul.
The S's in turn 2. Habak has fell back, but still just a great run for Jeff. I mean, this is a serious eye opener of what he can do, but no harm, no foul, no blood. Looks like the leader just caught up to him a little faster than he thought he was going to. Pops and no desperate. He's solidly in P2. What a great run for the grandpa. You know, his son Toby raced here for years. And oh my gosh, somebody went off, and that's the 25, Keith Cordier, and he is done.
Yeah, Keith Cordier has been off track numerous times tonight.
Welcome to New York, and then we got a 3-car battle.
Well, look at those 3 all popping the curve.
Oh my gosh, Ryan Johnson and Biscotter back there. Will Farmer still on the tail of Rick Castle. Well, wow, I'm so impressed. Rick is the real deal, of course, and his road racing skills are. He's got a handful here, and he's got Ryan Johnson coming up here. This is a battle here, and they're chasing Bob Dixon, who's kind of falling back in P5. All these guys are chasing.
McQueen looking to the inside. Oh, can't quite hold it. Wisely backs out of it so as not to take out the 124.
The maturation we've seen on ovals with Will Farmer is, just watch our broadcasts, and now we're seeing him attack on the road course. The skill level for a guy that just got his license, and
not quite there yet. He'll be 17 on the 4th of July.
Well, I got my license at 16. What the heck?
Yeah, New Jersey, right now, it's actually a 16 permit, 17 restricted license, 18 unrestricted. When I was a kid, it was 16 permit, 17 full license.
Look, man, I mean, these guys are sitting in their sim racing rigs right now, and they're pouring sweat. And their intense focus is so intense right now, That's the joy and the fun of it.
Their intense focus is so intense.
Yeah, double standard there. That's down on the inside. He takes a look. Castle gives him the inside line and gets a great run. Dude, that's great road racing right there. Battling, but giving lanes. That's what you got to do. You got to either give one or the other. He's taking a look down low, and that's as good as I've seen. What a fantastic corner right there. As a road racing, guy, and obviously my dad was a road racer, and I love it. I analyze it. I pick it apart. I do it with my own sim racing and watching real guys and on TV, and I'm just watching some. It's like a ballet, I mean, there's something about that just really just gets me fired up, man, because eventually you got to push the issue. Right now, you got one more stop here, so you got to be smart. You got to show and put the pressure on. Will knows he's got his attention. Now Rick is starting to defend low, which is great road racing too. Take that little half-car line and defend that low. that's where he wants to make his move. They're feeling each other out and thinking what the other driver's doing.
Meanwhile, those on the two-stop strategy are going to be due to pit soon, you'd think.
Yeah, we got radio chatter. The leader is pitting in right as scheduled, and he's actually probably a lap earlier. At this point, he's just thinking, now it's time to. He's a veteran.
He's 40 seconds up on second place. I think he's just thinking, don't put this thing in the kitty litter.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I would do. You're not getting the point for fastest laps. Like Formula One, Still, we got this battle here with Will Farmer and Rick Castle. And they're catching Ken Hansen. And they're catching Bob Dixon.
They are. They're catching other cars while they're battling each other so hard.
This is a great battle right here. And they all got a box here pretty quick here. Hansen
72 is on pit road.
I don't like road racing. Heck with that. This guy is a stud.
Kim Wright checking in on the chat. How you doing there, Kim?
Your man did a great job tonight, man.
He's still doing a great job
now, and he's still doing a great job. Big time for Havoc here.
He's right now first car lap down, 11th place, but that's no shame tonight because
he was up to P2.
72 is picking him up and putting him down. He's already more than 3/4 of a lap up on second place before he pitted.
That's world-class speed right there. These are all pros, but when you see that kind of speed, there's just a handful of guys I can say that I've seen run this sim at that speed, and he could, duke it out with any of them. And we got Bob Dixon down pit road.
Pitting. I was just about to say, with after 26 laps of all green flag, road course racing, you got 4th through 7th under a blanket.
Okay, now Hansen pitted later than all these guys. So
him and Ryan Johnson pitted on the same lap, I believe.
Well, what does Ryan Johnson always do? Come from nowhere with pit strategy. And so that's the same thing here. Can you get a cannon and a half and save a little bit of time? I don't know. Look at this gaggle behind Ken Hansen.
Oh, something's got to give. Something's got to give going into the bus stop. Oh, they get it sorted out.
Simons, he's going to have to pit. Francis the Bandit Dittman, has been running road racing. Obviously, he's a big fan of, winning the Indy 500. But he has put the work in and really... Oh, we got Chet Barkin around on pit road entry. But you see, Francis never giving up and working on his craft there. But looks like Chet made it in there. I'm not sure what happened for that.
Well, the car gets a little light on the throttle to begin with coming off that final corner, and if you're trying to pit and make up some time there, it can get away from it.
Habit's going to have to pit again.
Yeah, but he's gotten himself back on the lead lap briefly.
Oh,
there he goes.
On the lead lap, and now he's down pit road.
Meanwhile, man, the Hansen, Castle, and Farmer battle, just they're going at it. And Will Farmer to the inside of Rick Castle through the carousel. Rick Castle, little contact there, swings wide. Everybody's good. And Will Farmer picks up the spot.
Smoke. John Doucette solidly in ninth.
Ooh, Will Farmer lights him up going into turn 1, trying to get around Ken Hansen there.
Well, he's feeling it. I mean, it's go time, and it's close to pit road time, too. We got cars down, and we got, Johnson getting past, or Ryan Johnson.
You know, Isaac Johnson puts the 43 car of Bob Dixon a lap down, so only the top 10 remain on the lead lap so far.
Something happened with Pops Markison back to 8th place. Something on pit road there, and he was from P2 to P8. Let's see how this cycles out.
Yeah, I think it's just
lap.
Yeah, that's what I think it is. I think it's just the pit cycling.
Yeah, it's the pit cycling. Okay. Ryan Johnson up to P6, but is he going to pit? No.
That is the question.
Is he doing
the Queen
what
is
he
down
do?
pit road. They see the 95 coming down pit road right now.
Got Sally waiting in the pits there to help him out. The 59, his tires are starting to go off on him.
You see, he almost
there.
went completely off turn 1 there.
Absolutely, there. Lost a lot of time, but he's trying to get pit. And Rick Bisconner up to P4 now. But he's going to have to box, too.
The question just remains, what can Ken Hansen and Ryan Johnson do? Can they ride this out? You see, there's Will Farmer, comes out 6th after pitting, and here comes Isaac Johnson, put him a lap down. There's you cannot exaggerate the whooping that the 72 car is putting on them tonight.
Yeah, that's a whooping. Well, being we have no cautions, and I think it's time for me to take a pit stop. Sponsored by Budweiser, the king of beers. I'll be right back.
So now things have either cycled to where they're going to cycle, or we're going to see some cars run out of fuel. As you see, Ken Hansen, Ryan Johnson, they still have not pitted. I'm not entirely sure what strategy the 109 of Rick Bisconner's on. If I know him, it's going to be contrary to everybody. And Dave Simons in the O2 car. I'm not sure what strategy he's on. But he currently finds himself in 2nd place in that O2 car. You see there on your right side there's Dave Simons in the O2 Mopar machine. Very distinctive green, black, and orange paint job there. One of the few Dodges in the field tonight. Ken Hansen finds himself alone out there. Let's see if we can find some action. If there's any more battles left on the track, or if everybody's spread out after that last pit stop. Looks like Evan Castle catching Rick Castle. That is for position. In fact, it looks like Rick Castle just got around Evan, as the top ticker has not yet caught up. They're both showing 1 lap down. As is the majority of the field, as you can see. 7th place, John Doucette, is the last car on the lead lap, and he is not far from getting lapped. In fact, here it is, coming out of the S's. There's the 72 getting around the 6, and we now only have 6 cars on the lead lap. Oh, Dave Simons has cycled back to 6th place. He must have pitted when I wasn't looking.
Evan Castle took it as long as he could, but now he's getting Ford tires with about 6 laps to go. So he's going to be on it right here. Brad Otto still trudging along. Do you feel dizzy? Do you feel faint? Don't die on me, Private. Great battle here still. Farmer is just in the hornet's nest. Going after Bisconnor for 5th.
No, that's not for position. That's not for position there, Milty.
Okay, looking at, Descent was 8th. Farmer 7th. Bisconnor
no, it
is
is for
6th.
position. Okay, the scoring has
Absolutely.
through. Okay.
He just got by.
I stand
what
corrected.
a great run for John Doucette. Solid. It was about 9th or 10th there, but executed that last pit stop very well. And now, but he's going backwards, and the 95 is looking.
Yeah, 95 has pitted recently. The 109 has not. I think the 109 is trying to run on one stop.
Well, his tires have got to be toast. Last lap for Bisconnor was 137, so that was a pit stop. Had to be, or a crash. So, and they get by. Great run for Jeff Havoc, but so they should have fresh tires here, both of them.
Here comes Dave Simmons on Ryan Johnson. Makes the pass.
Is that for position? Yes, it is. Dave Simons did pit recently, surrendering 2nd place, so he's back up to 4th now once that cycles through. And Ken Hansen has cycled his way up to P2.
And Pops solidly in P3. Can we get Grandpa on the podium? We shall see. He's older than the dirt here at Watkins Glen. Well, maybe not, but pretty close. Point is he's one of my favorite guys I've ever met in sim racing. Just a class act, class grandpa, family man, and a great friend, and still going at it.
And he's running down the 9 car.
And he had eye surgery, and he couldn't even see. He drove with one eye and still got a good finish.
He drove with one eye twice because they had to do one eye, then go back and do the other on the same day.
Look, I races against this guy for a long time, and he's looking vintage Pops right here. And he is coming. He's in the groove, very smooth, and he's a champion in this league. These guys are, when they get done with this race, they're going to be so adrenalized.
Adrenalized. Okay, that's
looking on the outside.
Here comes on the outside. Pops on the outside.
He's got him.
He's got him. Ken is obviously feeling his car is not that good, and he doesn't want to battle.
I think Ken's on the one-stop strategy. Ken's got some of the worst tires out there right now.
Well, he's got 2.5 laps here.
And he's not out of the woods yet, as Dave Simons got him in his sights now.
Still, this is exactly what the points leader, I don't want to jinx him.
Yeah.
But, as a friend and all the years of him racing and so close to a championship, man, there would be probably no other person I would love to win a championship, but he's got a long way to go. We're just early in the season, so this is points management, and he has more than done that, even if he gets past here, but he's got to make it to the end.
Meanwhile, white flag is in the air. 72 has taken it.
And here comes Simons on. He's looking for a podium. He wants to be on TV tonight.
Told you he was coming.
And this is 2 laps for them because they're a lap down, no?
Exactly, yeah, they got a lap and a half to go here.
So, and he is all over the 9.
Always,
The
wow.
9 does a great job there, realizing he was beat and gave him a line. You know he was going to go for it. This is for the podium at FSP.
Ken knew what position he was in there.
Simons is a champion in other leagues. He's looking to get on TV here, and he's been a great member, and he's just had horrible luck, and we've seen the speed out of this car. Come on, son. He's probably as old as me, you know, but
there
one lap to go.
Here comes 72 to take the checkered flag, as we predicted. He never surrendered that lead all night long. That's going to be a full 36 laps led.
That's a destruction of this pro field. Very impressive. I know he whipped my butt, and keeps, throwing little jabs in there, like, get your butt on the track here, and I'll whip it. So
here comes the 99 to wrap it up for second place. That'll be. Then your podium will be the O2 of Diamond Dave Simons.
All the
great run tonight. And Ken Hansen with that one-stop strategy. Didn't quite get the podium he was going for, didn't get the win, but looks like he'll bring it home a solid 4th place.
He's going to be very happy with that result, because then he's going to get him some 1.5 milers.
Oh, wait a minute. He might be out of gas. He's very slow coming into the last set of corners.
No!
Wait, no, does he have a tire down? The car is running, but just barely. He's just got to crest this hill. That's all he's got to do. He's just got to crest it. If he can make it up the hill, he can finish.
And he does.
I think he has a tire down.
I think you're right. I think he blew a tire. Meanwhile, Isaac is just putting on a smoke show. Look at this, folks. How's that for a burnout?
That's your winner chicken dinner.
Actually,
all I see is smoke. I can't see anything else. Ken just ran out of gas. He ran out of gas and blowed a tire. That's how he driving it sideways, son.
Well, there you have it, folks. Isaac Johnson your no doubt winner.
The tar out of that tarmac.
I think you should bring Ken up here so we can tell how he.
Yeah, we definitely got to get a hold of Ken for that one. Milty, go grab your top 4. I'm going to take a little break, sponsored by Coke Zero and Bacardi.
Yeah, the boy.
Yeehaw.
You're my hero, Sean. Well, one of them. Yeah. All righty, we'll be back shortly.
And I'm back. And yeah, dog calling it right front tire. That's what it looked like to me. It's hard to tell when you're watching someone else's car on the replay. You can't always be sure because your own game is guessing, but still. And I think he accomplished what he set out to do. Ken Hansen in that 9 car. Getting a top 5 out of it when he's not known for being fond of road courses. So yeah, you got like I said before, Isaac Johnson, your winner there. Yep, Isaac Johnson, your winner. Pops Marcus in second. Dave Simons third. Ken Hansen fourth. Ryan Johnson, again on the one-stop strategy. First car lap down, 5th place. Good run for him. John Doucette, he got his car. He got it in the top 10. Number 6 finishes 6th. Matches number. Bob Dixon in the 43 car. And Rick Castle, Brad Otto. Look at that, Brad with the top 10. Marine Corps number 31. He was quiet all night, and look at that. He just steadily he ran his race and got himself a top 10. Good run there for 31, and the 55 Evan Castle rounds out your top 10. Again, Milty's down there grabbing our podium finish. And Ken Hansen.
It'd be interesting. Take his take on that last few laps.
Yeah, I want to know at what point that tire blew, and if you got an even split in there, or if you decide to go for a 19 lap run on the second part.
I don't know if you've ever been part of one. I know I think it was Bristol, and Ryan Johnson beat everybody out because he didn't pit and he ran on his gas. So.
Yeah, that was the Nashville Fairgrounds that you guys ran last season.
Okay.
Shocked the daylights out of both me and Milty up here. We're up here talking about how everybody's pitted, and all of a sudden we're like, wait a minute, Ryan Johnson's in the lead. Yeah. Wait, has he pitted yet? No, he hasn't.
That burns me more than anything.
1 pit stop, right?
Yeah, Ken Hansen, your 4th place finisher there on 1 stop.
Way to go, Ken.
Where did your right front blow?
Right. Well, I thought I was on the last lap because I saw the checkered flag, and I was like, "Oh no, I got to make another lap." And I literally almost ran out of fuel. I mean, I ran out of fuel right at the start.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah.
We were there, cheering for you, like the little engine that could.
It was
I think
right
I can.
in
I think I
that
can.
right-hand corner, that banked one that goes back after the chicane there. What is it? The
Wow!
It blew there, and it started going up the track. I'm like, I knew it before they even told me, and I was like, oh, it's going up the track, so I saved it, you know what I mean? And then I get back to the finish line, and I'm like, okay, good. We're good to go now. Another lap.
What a fantastic show of great, hard racing. And then there was that guy in the 72 that just world-class. I would put this guy against anybody in the world at this track. Bring it on.
Well, we'll get to him. Where'd Dave Simons go? Did you get a hold of him?
I got to get Dave too. Or
looks like he split. He's not in the chat anymore.
I thought you wanted the top 4 of theirs, but
yeah.
Pops, nice.
Well, yeah, I guess Pops was second there. So great run, Pops. Man, I heard you, kind of managing expectations there, saying that you were drunk tonight, but that was that was a pretty good run there. 2nd place, man.
Thank you.
Good.
I can't compete with the boy.
He's fast.
He is.
I see bright
my
things in his
goodness
future.
sakes.
well, Pops, you got more experience than he has years on the planet. But at the same time, I mean, he was untouchable. He was world class. Pops, you've seen like me talk about the great racers at FSB and what we've seen, and you've seen a lot of great racers in NASCAR 2003. You think anybody could touch him?
I seriously doubt it. Not the way he's driving.
I couldn't. No. Not with a great start to finish. blistering. He didn't even back off.
He
Till
did
the
call you
very
out.
end. At the end, he kind of backed off a little, but he's running solid 17s all the way through the entire run there. I mean, that was a statement, and
I
then a
followed him in
smoke show.
practice a couple laps, and it
Sorry.
was ridiculous. I could not believe it. I drove as hard as I could.
And you've been around a long time.
Couldn't believe somebody was dirt tracking
Yeah.
a road course the way he was driving.
Well, yeah, that
you can
attack
see
of the
it.
bus stop was just insane. In fact, he dialed it back tonight because he had such a huge lead. But on Tuesday night, I was watching him get almost up on his door through there.
Well, and then the battles between you and Hansen and Bisconner and Rick Castle. I mean, all these guys. I mean, we could have like the whole league in here right now talking about the race, because that was a shout out, by the way, to from Slim Jim Gately. He missed the race, but
Yeah, where were you,
what's
Slim?
up, man? Just doing life there, but shout out from Slim. But what? Anything else you guys like to add?
I'm happy I didn't. Mission accomplished. I didn't get lapped by Isaac.
I figured that was your mission. Finish on the lead lap, and certainly, get a top 5 to help you with those points. As you see, we've got them updated and up on the screen there.
Good run, Ken.
Yeah.
Absolutely, Ken.
It wasn't by
great.
speed.
I
Good job,
hate
Ken.
road racing. You're full of crap, man.
Yeah.
You love road racing. You love
No, I don't.
GT. What the heck was it?
The GTP.
GT Legend or Legends.
Grand Prix Legends.
Oh, Grand Prix Legends, yeah. Yeah, but that's
You
when
got-
you really drifted them.
But you were drifting and you were right there in the mix, man. That was a fantastic finish, and sounded like Rick Johnson. Rick Johnson winning championships. He says, "I hate road races," and he finishes 5th.
I was telling my teammates, I was amazed that that I finished first off because I didn't get right sides. So I ran from 20 laps out on worn right side tires, and I'm just trying to take it easy on them the best I could. Man, it blew with halfway on the last lap. It blew.
Oh my goodness.
That makes it more incredible because of that. I mean,
it didn't really pick me up any time in pit road though, if you think about it, because I had to get 2 cans.
Yeah, exactly. The fuel
you
is
did.
usually slower than the tires as long as the wrench doesn't jam.
Yeah.
I screwed up my last pit stop.
I just
Overshot my
kept
stall.
thinking about it. Just don't save those tires, because they're worn. The rights they were yellow when I went in.
Meanwhile, Isaac Johnson, the 72 car. Did you even see anybody in your mirror after about lap 5? I mean, that was just a dominant run. I don't know, what more can you add to that, Isaac?
I mean, I don't really know what I can add to it.
Exactly.
I wish Milty would have ran, because I
know, we gotta get him
called
out
him
there.
out last week, but that's fine.
Well, I have the 24 hours of Le Mans.
I know.
But,
his helicopter landed 20 minutes before race time there. He was still winding down from work when I was getting set up for the broadcast.
Yeah. That's fine.
But that was, I would put you up against, and you'd whip my butt, first of all. And second of all, I'd put you up against anybody I've ever raced in NASCAR 2003 and in this league. That was a dominating whooping right there, and a great smoke show after.
Yeah, I've been wanting to blow the motor on it, but I haven't done that yet. So that's what I did.
That's because you drive real go-karts and stuff, and you still got that in your mind. If you blow the motor, your dad's gonna be pissed.
Well, and now we can't inspect it after the race either. So pull the Darrell Waltrip. That is the Darrell Waltrip paint scheme too. Isn't that the one where he won the All Star race and then blew it up at the line?
I think it is.
Yeah, look at that. That's it. Conspiracy theory.
Well,
again, great run, Isaac.
I don't know. I wish I had the ability to like go back in time and look at like the lap times of the fastest guys I've ever seen here. But I would be willing to bet that like Kevin Lewis and Damon Costilla.
They got to compare lap times with the same setup too, because we do run setups here.
Yeah,
I would be, but I would.
And I personally like the cut physics better on this track a little bit better.
I agree. This is one of the few places road course is one of the few places I like cup physics better because of the lower center of gravity. These are the truck physics, so it's a little higher up.
Yeah,
and a longer wheelbase too.
I'm looking forward to going and watching the broadcast because I'm sure it made for some good racing.
Yeah, you were gone. You were so far gone, we hardly even looked at you after about 10 laps.
Yeah, but
you don't get any highlight footage when you're so far.
But your dad was definitely making you proud. So watch.
Yeah, Ryan was out there scrapping. In fact, he picks up 4 spots in the points tonight. If you look up there,
yeah, he did.
Wow,
there's a big tie there. 7th place is a 4-way tie.
I've tried getting him better on these road courses, but he just doesn't listen to me.
It's not a matter of listen, kid. You're just. That's like saying people didn't listen to Ted Williams, and that's why they didn't hit like him.
Well, I've talked to your dad when you're not around, and he definitely knows. He will not admit this, but he knows you're a better driver than him. Come on, he wouldn't have, put you in that race car if he didn't think that.
Yeah. So again, we'll wrapping it up here. You see Isaac Johnson with the 18-point lead over Ken Hansen. Rick Bisconner picks up a spot to take 3rd in the points. But Rick Castle, with all that scrapping and battling tonight, paid off for him as well. He's up 4 spots to 4th place, and Will Farmer rounding out your top 5 in points right now. And as I said, there's that big scrum for 6th and 7th there, with 4 cars tied for 7th, including with Bill Yarborough 6th, and then Ryan Johnson, Jim Gately, Pops Margison, and John Doucette, all tied, 44 points apiece. We have 8 more races to go. We're a third of the way through the season. Now, where are we next week? Does anybody remember?
No.
Well, I'm going to have to check that.
What is it?
Ryan's got it.
What?
I got the schedule up here. We are at Charlotte next week, the Charlotte 2011. So it'll be Charlotte, Talladega, and Homestead next 3 weeks.
And Mr. Charlotte's coming back next week.
Mr. Charlotte's coming back next week? Who's that?
You should know who that is.
There's a whole bunch of people that are good at Charlotte. Slim Jim's good. Rick Johnson's good.
Mark Senza coming back.
There.
Far out. Look forward to seeing him.
Okay, that's news.
That's one person that's got my number there.
So we got plenty more racing to go here as we round out this summer season. But again, thanks everybody for joining us for Watkins Glen tonight. You got your road course out of the way there, Ken. All ovals from here on out.
Oh,
thanks,
Talladega.
Well,
Talladega. I love Talladega, man.
I wish I could just go through the entire lineup and say what a fantastic job everybody did from start to finish, from wherever they finished. It was still just great professional road racing, running at the pace they could run, and a lot of give and take. Those battles, you got to watch the broadcast. Pops and Rick Castle going at it. I mean, that was some serious stuff, man. And great to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. So great show, everybody. Thanks for joining us up in the booth. Our podium here: Ken Hansen, Pops Markson, and Isaac Johnson. Thanks to my partner in crime here, Milt Mitchell Jr., as always, and Dan for hopping in as well after duty called and he couldn't make the starting grid. Sorry about that, Dan. I know you were looking forward to running this one. He's even still listening.
I have something for Isaac too.
Yeah.
He's got to get paid, man. Work.
Exactly.
Work comes first. Play comes second.
Thanks, as always, our series admin, Ryan Johnson, our sponsors, Bill Farmer and Farmer Brothers Contracting for putting up the hardware. Thanks, as always, our league owner and promoter, Sam Young, and, of course, to all of you out there in Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch land. Thanks for joining us, and for FSB Racing Live, I'm Sean Reap, bidding you good night.